let's talk about it. Hello YouTube, it is me, Shane of TheGoodCloset.com, and welcome back to my channel. As always, love having you guys here, and it is story time here on my channel because I got to tell you, I had to come and tell my YouTube folks about the foolishness that went down at Zumba class this week. So first, it is worth mentioning that I am the bougie Zumba goer. I do not play games when it comes to my Zumba class. I go to class every Monday and Wednesday at 9 o'clock. I play no games. I like my same spot every week. I like to be in the same area every week. And when new people come to class, I'm not going to judge you because at one point in time, we were all new people to Zumba. We were all new. However, I'm gonna need you to get it together. Okay? Get your right side, your left side, and get it together. So let me break down this particular day of Zumba. Now, it was 3 different instances all in 1 week. I didn't know how to handle all of this mess. So I'm gonna start from the first issue that I had. So I go to Zumba one night. And the Zumba class that I go to is actually, okay, technically it's a Latin heat class. So it's like a salsa class mixed with some soca and some reggae. So, but Zumba nonetheless. Anyway, so I go to class per usual. And the line for our class is very, very long. So it's usually very noticeable at the gym. So as I'm standing there on my phone, just waiting for class to start, this dude who I've seen him around the gym a few times. So we're going to call him Eric. So Eric, he stopped as I guess he was walking back to the not the work area, but the weights area. And the line actually kind of blocks the entrance into the weight area. So, as he was walking back, I guess he decided to stop and talk to me. He asked me what the line was for. So I told him, I said, oh, it's a 9 o'clock Zumba class, you know, whatever, yada, yada. And so he kind of turned his nose up like, oh, Zumba? Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, and so he's like, oh, so y'all be in there just doing salsa. He was like trying to do a 2-step, and I was like, I mean, that's the basics of it, but whatever. He was like, I bet I can come in there and shut everything down. Like, I could do that class. So I was like, okay, well, the line is here. Get online. Feel free. So he comes to class. He decides that he's going to come to class, and he wanted to stand next to me. I don't know what the appeal was. I was kind of annoyed because I was like, whatever. You here, you living your life, so cool. So class starts. Now, typically for class, it's for me, I find it to be at like a nice high intensity, like a high interval intensity class. So you start with your warm up, and then our instructor takes you up, and then he brings you back down. He takes you up and brings you back down. So it's a good way to like burn lots of calories kind of quickly, because you'll do a fast like salsa, bachata, merengue, or like a salsa, a soca song, and then he'll bring you back down. So it's like you get a good mix. The blood is moving, you know. But being that I go often, I'm used to the class, so my stamina is at a point where I don't have to take a break during class if I choose not to. Eric, on the other hand, has never taken a Zumba class a day in his life, so he just assumed that it was going to be easy. This one particular day, our instructor was feeling himself, so he decided to bust our ass. Like, we went through so many fast songs. Like, I was like, yo, I think that particular day I burned close to almost like 1,000 calories. And usually I ballpark somewhere between 600 and 800. But that day, like, we were flying through music. I was kind of like, whoa, Andrew, you feeling yourself. So Eric, this new person to class, we start going, we go through the warm up, and we're here and we're going, you know, everybody's moving. He makes it through the warm up, no problem. He made it through the first and the second song, no problem. But when that 4th song hit, it was like, that was the beginning of his end. He started huffing and puffing, and every time we stopped he was holding his knees. And y'all know when y'all do high intensity workouts, the last thing you want to do is actually bend over because you cut off your airway. So he's holding on to his knees, he's breathing hard. So I looked at him, I was like, you good? Like, you have asthma or something? Like, are you okay? And he was like, nah, I'm good, So I was like, okay, you know, whatever. We still going through class, and he's slowly but surely slowing down. Like, every song he's getting tired, even more tired than the song before. And I was like, you ain't bringing no water? And he was like, nah, I don't need water to come to Zumba. And I was looking at him like, but still cardio, so why would you not bring water? Like, what are we doing here? I don't understand what is happening. So again, we still going through class, and he is literally struggling. Like, he is not, it's not working out for him. Like, he's struggling. And I was just like, oh my God. And I'm laughing because it's funny. Because I was like, you were talking all that mess outside, how you could come in here and dominate, blah, blah, blah. Because I guess he's used to seeing like that real beginner Zumba. And that's no shade to beginner Zumba, because everybody starts Zumba at some point. But don't come and knock a class that you ain't never taken. I was like, so what you thought? You was gonna come over here and just do a couple of 2-steps and you're gonna win? Like, sir, no. We get to the end of class, and I'm pretty cool after, so I went to go just like kind of say hey before I go. And Eric is still like, he was still so short of breath. So I was like, are you really okay? Like, are you sure you're okay? Because you were breathing way too hard. He was like, nah, but I work out every day. I can't believe I couldn't make it through a Zumba class. And I was like, but you've never done a Zumba class. What did you expect? Did you honestly expect for you to be up in here doing like it's easy? Like, obviously Zumba is not rocket science, but your body, if it's not used to doing something, it's going to be hard. Like, if I went into the weight room and tried to deadlift 400 pounds, I would not be able to do it because I've never deadlifted 400 pounds a day in my life. Like, in college, I was able to squat a good 200, 250. I don't know if I can do that right now because I haven't done it in 5 years. You've never set foot in a Zumba class and you thought you were gonna come here and it's gonna be easy? Furthermore, he's somebody that has no rhythm. So you got no rhythm, and you trying to do salsa or like merengue, soca, you have no rhythm. What did you expect? So you already going left when we going right. You looked a mess, and you came up in here trying to play, sir. I had no words. I didn't even know how to feel. I was like, well, hope to catch you again. I have seen him since, and he was just like, nah, he ain't coming back. That was too much for him. And I was like, well, maybe if you come back, you actually get used to it and it won't be that hard for you anymore. Look at that. So moral of that particular story is, do not judge how somebody works out or how somebody loses weight. Just because you ain't never did it don't mean it does not work. Because a good Zumba class, a good Zumba instructor, you gonna burn them calories. I promise you. And you gonna feel every bit of it when you come to class. And if you don't come to class, if you miss a day, if you miss a week, I promise you're gonna feel it. Because at the same time, he gonna switch up a dance and then you're gonna be lost. How it be sometimes. So don't judge somebody's Zumba class, okay? Especially if you haven't been to it. The second and third story happened on the same day. I don't even know. So, because I said my Zumba class is extremely popular, that means the class is very crowded. I play no games when it comes to getting my spot in Zumba. Like, I get into the classroom, I get my spot, and I don't move until we start the first song. Like, I put my water bottle right in front of me, I put my keys down in front of me, and then when I see he's here, then I quickly run, put down my water bottle, and come back to my spot. This particular day, Zumba was crowded as usual, and I'm patiently waiting for like the New Year's resolution people to kind of read themselves out because it's March. Y'all are still here. It is time to go. So class was very busy that day, and so we're going. About halfway through the class, I finally said, okay, let me go ahead and get some water. I walked away for a moment of like 30 seconds. I come back and there's somebody in my spot. So y'all know, I was like, wait a minute, hold, stop, pause. So I came back and I said, oh, that's my spot. Now, she tried to play like she ain't speak English. I have no problem with anybody who does not speak English. That is not the issue here. But when I know you speak English because I've had a conversation with you, do not sit here and act like you don't know that I just told you that's my spot. So I pointed, I said, oh, that's my spot. She gonna look at the lady next to her like, huh? Boo, you're in my spot. I need you to move. I need you to move. So she decided to step a couple inches to the left. So I said, okay, because I'm petty wop, I am petty LaBelle to the nth degree. I decided to make sure she gonna know that she's in my goddamn way. So I said that we go to the next song. I'm making sure I am expanding my wingspan. I'm all in her goddamn way, because you will not take my spot, and then when I tell you it's my spot, you still gonna stand there? Oh, okay. That's how you're living your life. I see it. So I made a point to be extra exaggerated with all my moves that particular day, because now you're in my way. And because I'm a big person, I have a long wingspan, I have long legs, I have a big body. If you're in my way, you're going to get hit, and it's not my fault at that point. So eventually she got the hint. Eventually she decided to shift her ass back to where she came from. I don't know where she was standing but prior to that, but you don't come in somebody else's spot. Like, especially when I just walked to get water. I didn't grab my keys. I didn't grab my coat. I went to get water. So that is like a sign. Oh, she's coming back. And then I felt kind of way because the women next to her, like, I'm like, y'all know I was standing here. Why you ain't tell her I was standing here? Like, I looked at them like, bro, you gonna leave me hanging out to dry like that? Rudeness. I was too through. To make all the matters worse, the row in front of me, this lady was new to class. As I said, I have no problem with new people coming to class, because obviously at some point we were all new. The songs that we know, at some point we did not know. So I don't knock somebody for that capacity. However, I need you to follow suit. If everybody's moving forward, you should be moving forward. Like, if you don't move, I'm going to run into you. And at that point, when I run into you, that is not my fault, because you didn't move. It's very simple. I don't understand why this is hard. So anyway, this lady is new, and I'm like, and what's bothering me more and more about her is she's so offbeat. Not even the fact that she could not follow the steps, she just was offbeat. When she finally did get the direction we're going in, you're still offbeat. I was like, come on. I couldn't even look at her. Usually if I can't see my instructor, I look at the person in front of me, because usually we're all in the same count at some point. This lady, not at all. It was starting to throw me, because I'm like, I can't focus. You are everywhere but where you should be. So not only are you not moving and I'm running into you, you are offbeat. So now I can't even look at you. Now I'm just like, I'm gonna need you to go. I'm gonna need you to go to the back. I'm sorry. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, please go to the back of the class. Y'all gonna judge me. Y'all gonna think this is like major first world problems, and I'm totally okay with that concept. But I am bougie with my Zumba class. If you don't know what you're doing, go to the back, and that's fine. So you can be lost all by yourself, and you're not throwing off anybody but yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, how can you, ma'am, beyond the fact that you don't know the songs, follow people. And salsa music, Latin music, reggae, soca, the beats are very much similar. We work on a 4 to 8 count system here. It's not that hard. Whether or not you have rhythm, you can at some point know, oh, everybody's moving this way. I should probably move this way. If we're all going this way, we all should be moving this way. What is the problem in that? Ma'am, get it together. So I was just so irritated. I was getting bothered, because I'm like, now I have to cut my steps short in order to not run into you or to come in the fact that you know what the hell you are doing. And I'm not here for that. I am not here for that. I'm sorry. Like, y'all could probably call me judgmental, and that's totally fine. I will take that title this time, because I'm like, but get it together. Get it together. I need you to work it out for me, please. Please. Needless to say, I was actually quite excited when she left class early. I could not wait when she left. I took up her whole entire space. I was like, thank you, goodbye, you know, come again. I just was like, girl. And I feel so bad. I don't feel bad, because I'm just like, whether or not you're new to class, it's not rocket science to follow the person in front of you or to follow along in class. And my instructor, he is not hard. He even tells you direction you about to go. If you are going forward and you about to go left, he gonna point left. Therefore, all you gotta do is watch. pay attention. It's not hard to do. And I'm just saying, y'all, I know I sound crazy, but I mean, y'all, have you been there? Have you been there? Please let me know in the comment section below if you've been in class where, one, people are in the way, two, somebody stole your spot, or if you dealt with somebody in your family or at the gym who tried to downplay what you do to work out because it's not in they think of doing, or they find it to be, you know, slow or lame or whatever the case may be. Let me know. Y'all know I love to hear y'all stories. Thank you for letting me vent about my first world problems and being ultra bougie about my Zumba right now. I am entitled to this, so you guys will not judge me. As always, I love you guys. I am Shayna of TheDoseCloset.com, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.